She stopped wearing my gifts. The necklace I bought for her birthday. The ring I slid onto her finger in the half-light of our apartment. All gone. But the bracelet remained, always, on her wrist, gleaming under the kitchen light. Subtle, almost innocent. But not mine. I asked, "Where's that from?" She said she forgot. A pause, a faint smile, polite, dismissive. I saw the initials on the clasp later as she washed dishes. Carved, deliberate, HM. Something inside me cracked quietly. Not a scream, not a flinch, just fracture. I didn't confront her, not yet. Suspicion is a blade that cuts sharper when hidden. I watched her, recorded habits in my mind, notes on movement, words, timing. Her phone left unattended once, a slip I memorized. Accounts she swore were empty bloomed under a mirror app. He existed in messages that disappeared only to reappear under my control. I tested my resolve. Did she notice? Did she care? The answer came slowly, no. I checked the bracelet again that night, under dim light. The initials burned into my memory. Each letter a silent accusation. Weeks passed. I maintained calm. I smiled at her. I spoke lightly at dinner. Politeness is camouflage. Silence is sharper than knives. DNA tests arrived in the mail, anonymous, precise. I held the envelope until my pulse slowed. I opened it quietly on the edge of the bathtub. My blood. Not in him, not in the child I called mine for years. A stillness fell over me, calm, methodical. My mind cataloged every lie she'd ever told, every evasion, every forgetting she had offered. Each one was now a brick in the wall of truth I had built in secret. I printed messages. I printed transactions. Bank accounts funneled at night to an unknown place. Every thread connected. Every secret mapped. The confrontation was necessary, but it would be surgical, cold, controlled. I placed the folder on the table one evening. Her eyes flicked to it, suspicion and fear mingling in a way that almost pleased me, almost. "What's this?" she asked. Her voice was light, fragile, like a pane of glass threatening to shatter. "Everything," I said. "Nothing more." She opened it, and then she saw him. All the messages, every rendezvous, every lie, every calculated omission. The bracelet, the initials, the child. She froze. Her hands trembled. I waited. I watched. The truth does not need shouting. It screams in silence. He walked in next, summoned by the tension he had thought invisible. My father's presence, usually commanding, now diminished under the weight of the folder. "You already knew," he said. I nodded once. Nothing else. No justification. No anger. Just stillness. She looked at me, pleading silently. I felt no pity. I felt clarity. "Everything you tried to hide," I said softly, "was already catalogued. Every deception mapped. Every lie anticipated. The bracelet. The initials. The child." She froze. Her hands trembled. I waited. I watched. The truth does not need shouting. It screams in silence. He walked in next, summoned by the tension he had thought invisible. My father's presence, usually commanding, now diminished under the weight of the folder. "You already knew," he said. I nodded once. Nothing else. No justification, no anger. Just stillness. She looked at me, pleading silently. I felt no pity. I felt clarity. "Everything you tried to hide," I said softly, "was already catalogued. Every deception mapped. Every lie anticipated." I slid the folder toward her. She recoiled slightly, but she could not stop the evidence. "You thought I would never notice," I continued. "You thought your careful erasure of me, of us, would succeed." The child in question, her hand absent of my love and DNA, was theirs. Her lover's. My heart had broken quietly, in measured increments, and now I no longer felt the fracture, only clarity. Her lips parted, trembling. Words failed. My father's eyes flickered, the first crack in his armor I had ever seen. "I let you think you were in control," I said. "I let you believe the destruction of my life was your victory. But control is not taken, it is demonstrated." I stood, slowly, deliberately. "Keep your bracelet," I said. "Keep the child. Keep the lies. Keep each other. You will have one another, and nothing more." She wanted fury, she wanted a scene, she wanted tears. I offered nothing: calm, detachment, certainty. And in that moment she realized the full extent of her failure. Not my failure, hers. I walked toward the door, my pulse steady, every step measured, every breath precise. I carried no anger, only the quiet weight of truth. The last thing she saw before I closed the door was my back, cold, unyielding, calculated. I didn't look back. I didn't need to. The truth had spoken for me. The betrayals, the manipulation, the stolen moments, all of it now burned in their memory, an inescapable shadow. Some lessons are not taught with words. They are learned in silence, in absence, in watching someone realize they have lost not just you, but the illusion they cherished. I stepped into the night, free, though changed, not lighter, not healed, clear, detached, empowered by the strategy that had turned betrayal into revelation. The bracelet gleamed in their home, untouched by me. But I had removed myself from the equation entirely, and that was more devastating than any confrontation could ever be. Some hearts break quietly, some hands are left empty, and some ghosts walk away, unseen, unbroken, unstoppable. I was both. Gone.